This guy was pretending to be a handsome young man while chatting with people online, never expecting to actually attract a beautiful woman. John chuckled to himself. Little did he know, this beautiful woman was actually a man too. Mike was a small-town bum who spent his days loafing around. He bought some photos and videos of beautiful women to use for scams on the internet. Today, he finally encountered a big fish. To get the other person to let their guard down, Mike sent one of the videos he had purchased. Just as expected, John was immediately hooked after watching it. While John was still captivated, Mike successfully scammed him out of $1,000. With the money in hand, he immediately bought himself some new clothes and hit up a nightclub he'd never been to before, living it up in luxury. Before long, the $1,000 was all gone. To squeeze even more money out of John, Mike chatted with him day and night, using flirtatious language to make him head over heels. This time, he scammed John out of $4,000. After getting the money, he bought gifts to try and win back his ex-girlfriend, promising to take her out for KFC. Meanwhile, John had no idea what was really going on. All his hard-earned money had been blown by some black kid. He would hide from his wife at the factory to secretly chat with the beautiful woman. But his wife couldn't care less since their marriage was already in shambles. John knew his wife was cheating on him, but he didn't care either because he was completely consumed by his virtual romance. One day, the beautiful woman sent a photo of herself injured, saying she had been beaten up and lost all her money. John's heart ached for her, so he invited the girl to come find him, even sending her money for the trip. The money came so easily. Mike bragged to the world about reeling in a big fish, but who would have thought the next day, as John and his wife were driving down the road, they saw a girl in the distance trying to hitch a ride. John's wife told her to get in the car, but John was shocked to see that this woman was the same beautiful woman he had been chatting with online. Worried his wife would find out, John quickly drove off, but by now, he was over the moon with excitement. When he got home, John quickly told the girl he had seen her and explained why he couldn't let her in the car. On the other end, Mike was baffled by what John was saying, but to avoid blowing his cover, he had no choice but to play along. But when John suggested they meet in person, claiming he already knew where she lived, Mike started to panic. He was afraid of being exposed, so he lied and said the mob was threatening him, and he urgently needed money to deal with the problem. However, this time John refused to send money, insisting on meeting face-to-face, and drove to the beautiful woman's place. John was about to knock on the door when he saw the beautiful woman arguing with another woman, who even slapped her in the face. It really was the mob giving her trouble. John was scared and hid off to the side, but soon, he mustered up his courage and decided to help his beloved. He quietly followed the other woman, eventually cornering her in a remote spot on the outskirts of town.